All right. Hello, everybody. We are back today. It's Gabby and I, and if Nami is able to make it, he'll join us later. But today we actually will be talking about the masculine and the feminine energies within us. Because believe it or not, it doesn't matter what gender we all have both aspects energy-wise in our system. And we actually need both of them to feel aligned. You know, when you honor your strength, which is the masculine, and then when you honor your softness, which is that feminine energy within your system, that's when you can feel that true alignment coming into being. And if you can honor those aspects of yourselves and kind of look at your life and decide, oh, I'm leaning more towards one or the other, when you start focusing on that, you can then draw in the aspect that you need more by consciously doing so or by doing activities that foster it, right? And we're just kind of going to explore that a little bit. And so a few questions that we want to address are, the one that we want to start with is, what does alignment actually feel like when we tap into both, into the masculine and the feminine? What is that going to feel like? What do you think, Gabby?
So when this both masculine and feminine are balanced, then it allows us to access our strengths and drive from our masculine side while nurturing our empathy and intuition from our feminine side. And the combination empowers us really to act decisively with compassion and understanding. And alignment feels like a flow state. You feel just flowing through life, and where actions are effortless and decisions come naturally from a place of balance. Your whole life feels balanced then.
Right. And I'm sure all of us probably have had days. I mean, not probably, we've all had days where we wake up and we already know, today's just going to be one of those days. But then we also wake up on some mornings and we just feel good. Everything flows smoothly. You have the energy for work or for, if you're a stay-home mom or dad, like kids are in a good mood, you're leaving on time and everything's just kind of flowing. And you look back at the day and you're like, oh man, today felt good. Right. And that's kind of what we're talking about, is that you probably just were aligned properly. And even just using that as a guideline of, how did I wake up today? How did I wake up yesterday? What was different? What did I do? And kind of learning your own patterns and then using and acting more and eating more and moving more the ways that you did when you then had a day that followed that was great. You can probably increase the days of where you feel in flow. It takes a lot of self-observing and change, right? But a lot of times for us, the case is, and that's just how society has been built, how our life kind of functions, and how we feel comfortable, is that a lot of times we either tap a lot more into the feminine or we tap a lot more into the masculine. And how can we tell when one energy is kind of dominating in our lives versus just being aligned and kind of having both?
So I just would say, with the masculine energy, you feel, it results in a life that's overly aggressive or competitive and goal-driven, and it can lead to burnout or conflict. But on the other side, an excess of feminine energy might make one passive, indecisive or overly accommodating, leading really to stagnation or self-neglect. So recognizing this balance can often be seen in our emotional responses and the dynamics of our relationships. So regular reflection and emotional check-ins can help really identify dominance and imbalances.
Right. Yeah. And you know, something that is a fairly decently easy way to kind of determine which energy is kind of dominating is just look at your job, look at what you do most of the time during the day, right? Are you working in an office where you just have to make one decision after another? Maybe you're even in a higher position and you're the one that has to be goal driven, setting the goals, setting the standard, having to resolve conflict and be competitive in order to, you know, maybe keep climbing that ladder, then you're using a lot of masculine energy. And this is not just for men, it's also for women in those kind of situations. But then if you go and take a look, for example, at what's a good one? Stay-home moms or even nurses, right? That's a lot of nurturing, a lot of caring for people, a lot of you know, letting others potentially kind of make decisions for you. And then that's where you can then look and say, well, how can I bring in more decisiveness? How I can bring in more movement instead of just feeling stagnant, right? And so it's kind of just looking at how your day is spent and what kind of seems like the energy that you spend your energy most on, right? And recognizing that can help you. And it's just really that emotional check-in that you mentioned. And then what do you feel like is a subtle shift that you've made in your life personally? And I'll speak to mine too, but that kind of has invited more balance to the feminine and masculine in your life. Has there been anything, or has it just been kind of like little steps?
As for me, it's just small intentional changes. You know, incorporating more mindfulness or meditation to ground the energy, have enough time for creativity and self-reflection, but also on the other side, have structured planning and task management, because that's really the masculine energy. And if you balance this both, you know, you can really flow through the day. But in the beginning, it's really to make these small intentional changes.
Yeah. And that's kind of, for me, it was the same. I mean, first of all, what was important for me is to even, you know, there's things that we know things, but then we know them but kind of forget about them, and they're just kind of like, yeah, we heard it, but we didn't really like understand and know. For me, it was the like knowing that, the truly knowing that I do have both parts in my energy system and that they do require balance in order to feel completely aligned. So having that knowing, and then in situations throughout my day or my life, just asking myself, okay, what energy needs to actually be brought into the situation right now? Do I need more feminine? Do I need more masculine? Do I need to be more grounded? Etc. You know, just kind of I guess situational awareness has helped me bring both of those energies in more. And so it's just really a lot of self-reflection really that helps with that. And then the other thing that I wanted to ask is, once we have achieved that inner balance, once we've achieved the whole balance of the feminine and the masculine within our system, or we're more aware of it and we're working on feeling more balanced, how could that potentially then actually affect our relationships on the outside with other people?
Yeah. When we have this inner balance, you know, then it helps to foster deeper connections and more authentic interactions with your spouse, with friends, with family. And if you're balanced, you communicate more effectively and you are more able to show empathy and assertiveness in equal measure. And this harmonious interaction can lead to healthier, really more supportive relationships where each party feels heard and valued. And if you're balanced, it's much easier to managing conflicts with greater understanding and with patience.
Yeah, you're more able to meet the other person where they are, right? So that's very true. So here's the thing. Why are we even bothering to talk about this? Like, why is this conversation more important now than ever? Why is this something that we are even including in our retreat that's coming up on May 10th? And if you want to register for that, by the way, we will have the link under the video and you can sign up, and we would love for you to be there. But why is this so important right now?
Balancing the masculine and feminine in energy is crucial in our today's rapidly changing world. As societies strive for gender equality and emotional intelligence gains prominence, understanding these energies helps really in breaking down outdated gender roles and expectations. And moreover, in an area of unprecedented global challenges, leveraging both these energies can foster really resilience, creativity, and empathy, skills vital for navigating the complexity of our modern life we all live right now.
Yeah, can really help us to get back into our yin and yang and just kind of be able to float on top of the water instead of just treading and sinking, essentially, right? And so with everything that we've said, we did want to do just a very, very brief and very short, breath work and visualization exercise that can be really beneficial to kind of bring in both of your masculine and your feminine energies, and to kind of help you come into balance and center with those. And you don't need anything for this. You just sit comfortably wherever it is that you're watching. Now, if you're on a walk or if you're driving a car, please don't. You do need to be sitting because you will be closing your eyes. And so you need to be safe doing so. Okay. So just go ahead and find a comfortable seated position and then just gently close your eyes and allow yourself to kind of relax, shift around, and just feel all the tension that has collected in your body, in your neck, your shoulders, your lower back, your abdomen. Let all that just be carried away and flowing out through your feet and down into Mother Earth. And begin by taking a deep breath in through your nose. And then as you inhale, just imagine that you're drawing up strength and determination from Earth. Feeling it rise through your entire body, moving up all the way from your feet, up your legs, and your hips, and then all the way into your core, your innermost being. And this is the masculine energy. It's grounding and it's empowering. And then inhale one more time. And hold your breath gently for a moment, allowing that power to settle within you. And go ahead and exhale and softly blow the breath out through your mouth, as if you're softly blowing out a candle. And just visualize that breath as it flows out as a warm, comforting wave that is spreading from your heart outward. And that soft, gentle breath, that energy from your heart, that's your feminine energy. let it be awoken, just like you awoke the masculine in you. Let the feminine energy bring in compassion and warmth, and feel it gently embracing you and enveloping you as it radiates outward. And I'm just going to give you a minute here and just let you continue this breathing pattern where you inhale strength and determination, the masculine in you, and then exhale warmth and compassion. And just maintain a steady rhythm, and with each breathing cycle, just visualize these energies balancing and harmonizing. You could even picture the yin and yang sign in your eye, where the energies are centering, balancing, and encircling and floating with each other and around each other. Keep your breathing pattern the same, and then just allow yourself to bring a scenario forward. Something in your life, could be small, could be big, where you just feel like you need some clarity and also empathy, where both are needed. And just picture yourself navigating the situation with clarity and with empathy. And as you kind of observe that scenario, that scene in your eyes, mind, visualize yourself just addressing, the challenges that are happening with firmness and confidence, but also with understanding and warmth. Just imagine your words and actions being guided by this perfect place, perfect blend of strength and compassion. Just feel how this balanced approach not only supports you, but also uplifts and soothes you and allows you to creatively and determinedly come up with new ideas and solutions on how to even go about this whole situation. Just allow it to come in. And when you feel ready, just take one final deep breath in. Imagine inhaling this balanced energy of masculine and feminine. And hold your breath. And as you exhale, imagine those energies flowing down into your solar plexus, which is right above your navel and under your rib cage, and settling there. Staying balanced as you move forward in your day. And when you're ready, and you bring your awareness back to the here and now, to the present moment. Shimmy and wiggle your arms, your legs, your feet. And when you're ready, go ahead and open your eyes. And if you have it available, take a sip of water or a drink that you have right next to you. Just set the intention of carrying this harmony within you throughout your day and night. All right.
Sarah, that was beautiful. I already feel more centered, balanced, and grounded, and really focused.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, me too.
It's beautiful. Yeah.
It's really nice. And this is just really a very brief glimpse of what you then will be experiencing at the retreat, where we will be having short and long, um, sessions like this, but we'll also be talking with our logical brains, delving into topics about the feminine, about the masculine, about earth and sun, about the infinity sign, and we'll be integrating all of those into a self-healing integration session where we will also integrate all the chakras that we'll be talking about, and we'll be talking about the 15 chakra system, and that's probably more than what most people are familiar with. And if any of this piques your interest, go and check out the link below, sign up. We would love to have you there. It will be a one-day event where we will be starting at 12 p.m. Eastern time for 6 hours. There will be breaks in between to eat, to move, to kind of let everything sit. But we are super excited. Nami will be with us as well, where we will also have his drumming and his vast knowledge joining us. So we'll see you guys later, and thanks for joining us.